Bunsen burners and beakers. You know, all the stuff they don't trust me and Justin with.
Right on.
It's an all-new episode of Smoking Sounds.
Yeah.
Broadcasting from the Car Hole Lounge corporate headquarters.
Yeah.
It's Smoking Sounds, the ultimate podcast for cigar and pipe enthusiasts, WWE fans, and those that are always looking for where smoke intertwines with sounds.
Right on.
How'd I do, Justin? I didn't have a script this time, so I had to kind of go off the top of my head.
You kind of like me. You did great. You did absolutely great. Yeah, we are at the corporate headquarters here, and we have a very special podcast on tap for you today.
That's right. So, Justin, why don't you go ahead and announce the guest that came with you, and then I'll introduce my beautiful wife. So I'll let you go first.
All right. So we want to welcome Paige Turner to the show. She is a chemist, and so now the nature we can't discuss where she works, and but we are going to have her on today to discuss a lot of things, including why your butane torch gets cold when you fill it with butane, propylene glycol that's found in almost all pipe tobacco.
I can't even say that word.
What is that word?
Propylene glycol.
Okay.
Are you saying that right?
We will confer with the chemist here in a minute.
Okay.
But also,
'Cause that's a really big word.
because Sean doesn't know this, but we are also going to discuss the world's most dangerous substance that endangers us all. I swear to God, it endangers us all, and it's now. It's here now.
Uh-oh.
So
Well,
Paige
Paige
Turner,
just showed me propylene, that word I can't say, and she should have just showed. It should have just been Spanish or Chinese. Chinese, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say.
Chinese.
Spanishese, Chinese, all of these. I can't read it.
Okay, and who else we got with us?
So
Brother Sean?
you guys know my beautiful wife Jess. She is going to join us on this episode. We are so thankful that she's blessing us with her presence. We try to get her on here all the time, but you know,
And she's like, no, go
Stop
outside.
it. You do not.
we have to pay her for her to be on
Yeah,
here.
no. So welcome, Paige. Go ahead and tell everybody.
Welcome. Thank you for having me.
No, you're welcome.
Yeah.
but anyway, so we have I met Paige at the conference I went to in Springfield, and so we got to know each other, especially after the conference at the tavern there at the hotel bar, found out she was a chemist and started asking her a bunch of stupid questions.
That was a funny story, though, by the way.
We are going to get to that. All right, so we probably have a very brief smoking report.
Yeah. Are you ready to get into it?
I am.
All right. So listen, you guys know the Smoking Sound Smoking Report. Brought to you by Zemo Nicotine Pouches, the future of nicotine pouches. We love all the guys over at Zemo. Thank you so much for taking care of me and Justin.
Yep.
So, Justin, I will let you kick off the smoking report.
Well, I tell you, it's been super hot and all this kind of stuff. I don't have a lot, but I do want to talk to my pipe smokers again. You guys have been neglected over the past few episodes. I want to talk about Amphora Full Aroma, and I love it because it is a reissue from a very old brand. And when I smell it, I had an Eastern Orthodox professor back in college who that's all he smoked was Amphora Full Aroma. And okay, this music's driving. I don't know. And so anyway, but McBaron puts it out, guys. If you guys remember Amphora from back in the day, you're gonna love Amphora Full Aroma. Brother Sean.
Yeah, so I've been smoking one thing all week. So this is The Scientist by Coldplay. See, we got a theme going here.
Yeah.
With all this science and words I can't say and all that stuff. But the one thing I can say is Drew Estate Factory Smoke.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
It's just me, oos.
Yeah.
So, it's been one of those weeks where temperature's been a little warm and I've been a little tired because Jess was out of town doing business. And she was playing dominoes and doing business. And, she was out there with Patna and all those guys. You know those guys. And so it has been a factory smoke week. So every night I have had either a Robusto, a Churchill, or a Gordo factory smoke Maduro.
So all of them were the Maduro.
All of them were the Maduro.
Wow.
That is my favorite one from Drew Estate in the factory smoke line.
Now, also, I wanted to send a special shout out to Adam, who gave us those acid 20th anniversaries.
Yeah, have you smoked yours yet?
I have not. I thought we might want to save that for maybe the show or whatever, because that's a pretty special one.
If he would have given them to us earlier, we could have smoked them on our 20th episode, but he was a little late.
Well,
this is number 23. This is our Michael Jordan episode.
Oh, 23?
But we're not talking about Michael Jordan.
Yeah, that's right. So, but anyway, thank you, Adam. We are going to feature that on a future episode.
That's right.
And so we want to get into.
Is that it for the smoking report?
Oh yeah.
Let's close out the smoking sound. Smoking report. See, we got to. So
we're totally professional.
Yeah, let's. Yeah, well, we pretend to be anyway. So.
Particle man. Doing the things a particle.
You know what?
It's a science theme.
My favorite one by They Might Be Giants is that one that said Istanbul, like Constantinople. Now it's Istanbul.
That's for our geography episode, Justin.
Yeah. Oh, we are never doing one of those. Hey, I got 3 words for geography.
What's that?
GPS.
Sear. Well, I'm not going to say your whole name because all of our phones will start going off.
She got,
Yes. Oh, no, let me tell you a quick story that I'm not trying to. So we were going to, we were in Jacksonville, Florida, where you guys just were.
Of all things.
And so I said something about, what did I say? I said, oh, you're killing me or something like that. And so he goes, calling 911.
oh my God.
And she did. She called 911.
Oh, man.
Let me make sure she's not calling right now because I just said it. I said, I'm never saying that again. So, but it was, we all just were dying laughing. Hold on. Emery, my daughter's here too. Emery, come over, lean over here. Is that what I said?
Yes.
Was it funny? Oh. Well, it was to us.
Now, if you guys remember Emery from our last episode, she told us what she wanted for Christmas.
An iPhone.
And a cinnamon stuffy.
Cinnamon roll stuffy.
Cinnamon roll stuffy. Okay. See, I was thinking like cinnamon, like toast or whatever.
Because when you have 27 cinnamon roll stuffies, that's just not enough.
Oh, I gotcha. All right,
so Justin, go ahead. Take it away with Paige.
All right, so Paige, I want to bring you in here today. Being a chemist, you understand a lot of things that we don't, and quite honestly, you do a lot of math that is just incomprehensible to us. Man, she does like probabilities and statistics and all this kind of stuff. So
again, foreign languages.
Oh, yeah. I love it.
Uh-oh.
So I want to hear all about it.
And I know you guys can't see this, but like Jess has a pencil and a notebook. Like she's about to take some notes. Like she's about to head to class for that lecture.
She in class. Sucker.
That's right.
All right, so Paige, we want to answer some tobacco-related questions first. So now, if you'll explain to us, so we all use cigar torches, and now we notice when we fill them up, they get cold. Like they can be room temperature, and suddenly they get cold inside that the torch. Can you eliminate that for us? Turn that down a little bit.
Yeah. What is basically happening is there's only so much energy, and it takes so much energy to push the gas out. So what happens is energy equals heat. So once the energy is basically gone out of the your container, it's run out of enough oomph to push the gas into your lighter, so it gets cold.
Oh, wait a minute.
Then once the liquid and the gas inside equilibrate, it warms back up, and you can do it all over again.
So that's why, because it runs out of energy inside the lighter.
Inside the can. It's called
inside
the technical term is adiabatic cooling.
So that's why when I put that butane in my lighter, it feels like it's like frozen coming out.
Yeah,
right?
it gets really cold because
Yeah.
it takes so much energy, and the energy's gone, and then the liquid gas phase has to re-equilibrate inside your canister, and then you can do it all over again.
And then also, like in your butane lighter, I've had this, and there's a moment where the butane and the air mix, and you can't get a flame out of your lighter.
Like
and so
so
I've got a tool that I put in the bottom of my lighter, and it blows the air out, so I can put more butane in. I don't know if that's very sciencey, but that's what you get. That's what you get from my science class.
Yeah, there you go.
Close enough.
Yeah, so that's adiabatic pressure. Is that what you said?
Adiabatic cooling.
Adiabatic cooling.
Idiobatic is more for me, Justin.
Well, yeah, I hear the idiot part, and then so now we do also for you pipe smokers and pretty much anyone who deals with kind of tobacco like that. We want to talk about propylene glycol as we mentioned before, and
propylene glycol. I'm
We're
practicing.
never going to
I'm
get it,
practicing.
babe.
I'm practicing.
Both of us. I'm not even just making fun of you on this.
Propylene glycol.
So
pick some up at your favorite department store.
Yeah. So can you tell us a little bit about that, Miss Page?
Yeah, so I am not a smoker. I don't know anything about tobacco, but I did a little bit of research on what is tobacco and why do you guys like it the way you like it.
Yep.
And I figured out.
Please tell us.
So I figured out it's like, oh, you want a certain amount of moisture content in there. Well, in order to maintain a certain amount of moisture content, you need to have a humectant. A humectant is a water-absorbing substance that keeps things moist.
Uh-huh.
Now,
Okay.
the really cool thing about polypropylene glycol is that it maintains a moisture rate of 70%. So if the water in your tobacco goes over 70%, it absorbs it. If it
Okay.
goes under 70%, it releases it.
Wow.
So is that what like the Bulova packages and all that are made of? Is propylene glycol?
I don't know. I didn't get that far.
Okay.
Oh.
But it's apparently it's found in not just tobacco, right? Like
I'm relating it to weed right now.
Oh.
Like, I don't smoke tobacco. Well, I
Where's
don't
that
smoke weed
button?
either,
Where's
but I'm
that
just saying.
She's really
Bovita. I said it wrong.
Well, I'm
Bovita.
thinking, is that why it's moist?
Bolivar packs.
Whatever they are.
Yeah, I know. So
I love them, but I can never pronounce it right.
The Bovita pack, right? So you pipe smokers or anything that's stored like
Justin,
bulk
please let's
tobacco-
clear up because they listen and they follow us, and so let's say it right.
Okay.
Bovita.
Bovita packs.
That's right.
Right on.
And I love my Cigar Bro humidor that just got me for Christmas, and it takes a Bovita pack to keep that humidity in there.
At 70%.
And I'm telling you, I think it does have propylene glycol in it.
Yeah, I'm almost sure it does.
I keep saying that wrong, don't I?
Now,
I think you're doing good.
Now also, he has to clap for himself.
A little round of applause for myself.
So now nicotine, of course, is we seek out vitamin N. But now nicotine, according to Ms. Page, is not only found in tobacco.
Oh, it's in all of your nightshade plants.
So that would be like what?
Tomatoes, peppers,
Love them.
most of the stuff that you grow in your garden.
Oh,
they have
really?
nicotine in them.
Yes.
Yeah, they have nicotine in them. So
Which isn't bad for your body completely, right?
right. I mean, as far as I know,
I don't know.
she's like,
That's a different class.
She's like, I'm a chemist, not a what?
Not
I'm
health.
a doctor, not a doctor.
Yeah.
So
I'm a paleontologist, Justin.
he studies dinosaurs.
I wish.
So again, so a lot of times we do this now. This has come up, at least not maybe on our podcast, but certainly as I go through, the Potiverse and the Bookiverse and all that.
The Potiverse.
Yeah. So I had heard, and she's going to elaborate on this. Now I had heard that the Mentos, you drop it in soda. There's like, no, that's a total myth. Mythbusters like no way, and all that. But Paige was like, nah, dude, it's true. Check this out. She taught like a church camp, and she was like shooting people and stuff. So Paige, go ahead and
Gave the kids weapons?
with Mentos and Diet Coke.
It's an awesome reaction. It's fun. How can you not have fun with it? I mean, we've done so many different things with it, but yeah, the really cool thing about it is if you set it up just right, you can make a 2-liter Diet Coke bottle shoot like 40 feet
Wow.
With Mentos.
with the Mentos in it.
So does it have to be Diet Coke, or can you do it with Coke as well?
You can do it with regular Coke. In my experience, cold Diet Coke brand Diet Coke, gives you the best result.
Is there a certain reason why? From a chemical
From a
aspect?
chemist.
There are multiple PhD level chemists who are studying this. I've read some of the papers, and I haven't read anything that's specific to why exactly it happens. We just know it happens. We are easily amused, and therefore you just keep doing it.
Okay.
Oh wow.
So what's that other stuff called, like elephant soap or something like that?
Elephant toothpaste?
Yeah, that kind of does a reaction like that, doesn't it? When you mix them?
What's that?
Justin, I'm not 100% sure. I've just seen my kids
Paige?
watching
He
it
watched
on.
Emily's Wonderland.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's what he's doing.
Emily's Wonderland.
Elephant toothpaste is hydrogen peroxide based, and it goes from being it takes hydrogen peroxide, which has a large amount of oxygen in it, and then it releases the oxygen and it makes this giant hot foamy mess.
While we're talking about hydrogen peroxide, let me ask you this. Why is it that hydrogen peroxide takes blood out of everything? Like if I get blood on my shirt, I can put hydrogen peroxide on it. It takes it out.
Ooh, that's a good question.
I just thought of that one. That's pretty good.
I
huh?
don't know. I did not research that question.
Oh, sorry.
It's
Food for thought. Hey, if you
Yeah.
know out there, let us know because
in the comments.
Yeah.
He is a nurse, by the way. That's why he's asking
That's
this
why-
question.
no, and I'm
Yeah.
dead serious. Like if I or any of my kids, we get blood on something, we put some hydrogen peroxide on it, and it takes it right out.
So
I know it works. That's it.
Hey, that's a good
That's
enough
like his
answer
answer
me.
for everything, though. He's always like, put some hydrogen. What do you- I can't even say
Dang,
it.
forget propylene glycol. Oh, we're struggling
Hydrogen
with
peroxide. I got it.
Let's just stick with rubbing alcohol, Jet.
so alcohol, even like the isopropyl, like for 91%, it doesn't do as well.
No.
No, it does not work.
Huh.
It's hydrogen peroxide, and it's
Wow.
I don't know if it's because when you spray it on it, like it bubbles up around the blood and stuff. It's cool. That's why I guess
Wow.
that's why you clean your wound with it, and it'll get the blood out of your
Out of your
garment.
clothes or
Yeah.
whatever you got it on. Wow. Yeah. So, absolutely. And Paige was telling me, she said, everyone has a legal chemistry lab in your house, and it's called your kitchen.
That's right.
And so that when you're cooking, you're heating stuff up, mixing stuff together, you're actually seeking that chemical reaction. We wanted to just kind of mention that to everybody.
So there's also a chemical reaction with our brains when we enjoy a cigar, right? Or a pipe. Wouldn't there be a chemical reaction there as well?
There is
Like a dopamine or serotonin or something like that.
Yeah, but now that would be more like a biochemistry question.
Justin, I'm just trying to pretend like I know something over here.
Well, that's right, man. That's right. Well, and you remember we talked about like if you are doing caffeine and nicotine together,
Yeah.
like tons of coffee, tons of cigar, whatever, it's a neuropic effect. It actually, the two actually combined and create this kind of more like meditative state.
So that's why you don't get like double shots of energy, right?
Right,
They almost have the opposite effect on each other.
Well, right. But if you do cigar but nicotine as well as THC for some of our listeners
And
it
co-host.
lowers,
I don't smoke weed. Currently.
it
not judging.
lowers blood sugar. So if you wonder why you get the munchies, or whatever, that's why, because your blood sugar is dropping at an amazing rate. In fact, if diabetics smoke weed, they always say have a friend who recognizes the signs of low blood sugar, so they can get you like a glucose tablet or something like that if it drops off.
Yep. Hypoglycemia is real.
Yeah.
It is
So
for
there's
real.
weed smoking diabetics out there.
Yeah.
Oh, well, in fact,
You better have a Batman belt with glucose tabs and orange juice packs on it.
I've seen how Justin eats. Don't worry about that.
Hey, listen, a big shout out to our good friend R.R. Williams for providing
yeah.
the soundtrack underneath today's episode as well. Man, I've had so many people. Our good friend Aaron called me the other day and he said, dude, I just listened to the R.R. Williams episode. And he goes, I can't believe I missed this. And I am such a fan now. And I think you like him too, don't you?
Yeah, I am.
He's awesome, man.
He almost said it, but Paige became a big RR fan because of our episode. Isn't that right?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Well,
now-
you're also a musician too, right, Paige?
Yes.
yeah, she plays left-handed guitar and left-handed bass.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can barely do that stuff right-handed.
I call her Paige Hendricks.
But she
There
doesn't
you
have
go.
a television
What?
No,
No, I do
television.
not own a television, but I have a massive library
and a Kindle. That
And
she,
a Kindle.
and a Kindle.
Have you met my daughter, Nikki? She loves to read.
I
That's
was already
awesome.
trying to tell Nikki about Paige. I was like, Nikki, talk to her because our daughter is very much into science. She's way smart. I mean, she's only 12 and she's already smarter than us.
And so, just a quick question without getting into too much personal information. How long did you have to spend in college to become at the position that you're at?
I spent 4.5 years in college. I was a double science major in both biology and chemistry. Actually went to college on a music scholarship.
Nice.
And then I've been a professional chemist for over 20 years now, and just you learn at every job. You get a little bit more experience, you build the resume, and next thing you know, you're just next opportunity.
Oh yeah.
And you've even said you've worked with like pharmaceuticals and things like that.
I've
there's a
had the opportunity to work with pharmaceuticals and food science. I herbicides, insecticides, pesticides. I've worked with just about everything out there. I've done everything except nuclear and radioactive.
So let me ask you something, Paige.
Uh-oh.
How do they make that damn astronaut food?
I don't know. I haven't researched that.
See, these are like my questions I keep thinking of. And it must be.
I mean, that was a good question.
Hey, I was just thinking about it because
yeah.
they.
Is it dehydrated? I mean,
it's like dehydrated, but the way
Right.
they get it, like the flavors and.
I don't know. There's so many questions, and Justin and I had a number of conversations, and I'm like, oh, I've got a few questions ready, and I'm prepared, and
Then we're all over the place.
Well, yeah.
And that's okay.
That's
And
smoking
none of it-
sounds. That's
well,
just me and Justin.
And that's she is Paige Turner. She has about 10 pages of notes, and I think we've asked that one question that I told her we were going to cover.
Here's RR's latest single, Last in Line, from his upcoming album, Unremarkable Lives from Black Mesa Records. Sorry, Justin.
Oh,
I
come
love
on.
how Sean just goes into his own little world. He's like, but the music.
I love this guy, man. So I do have a question, and because we were talking, what was it we were talking about that we said would kill weeds? Dawn, what was it? Paige?
Dawn and vinegar.
Dawn and vinegar. Okay, what about flies? Is there anything that we can mix up to get rid of flies? Because I don't know about where you're from, but in Oklahoma, flies are horrible in the summer here.
I go on murderous rampages. I don't kill spiders or I don't kill most things, but flies and mosquitoes, oh, I'll murder.
You know, there's the aisle in Home Depot, and they've got all kinds of insecticides. Something in there will work.
Yeah, well, because
Listen to that.
because some of that
4.5
stuff they
years.
say you don't want to. They say some of that stuff you don't want to use because it can get into your water line and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
So
It does.
So now, also one thing fascinating about Paige is that she also makes her own vinegars. And
Oh,
now,
wow.
Out of like bourbon whiskey, so she brought me a bourbon whiskey, and that, by the way, you can drink just straight.
How do you do that? I mean, how do you even go about making your own vinegar?
So to make alcohol, you have your first fermentation. You take your fruit, your barley, your wheat, whatever. You put yeast with it. It ferments into alcohol. You stop that fermentation process. Then you take Bragg's brand unpasteurized raw apple cider vinegar, and at the bottom it's got this crud.
The mother.
That's the mother. So you take that mother, you put it in your alcohol, and you leave it in a jar where it can oxygenate. You don't want to seal it. You want to have just like a piece of paper towel over it, and you just let it aerate for about 8 weeks, and it turns into vinegar.
Oh, wow.
I thought we were going to get to say a bad word when mother started going around. So is that the same like with because isn't that what they called it like with sourdough bread? Is the mother? Isn't that like the starter?
There's a starter for sourdough.
Yeah,
It's
maybe
same
that's
idea.
not called the mother.
No,
Maybe I just made that up. If it is, I'm patenting it.
Yeah.
Don't,
Well, there's
don't-
probably apple cider vinegar. I've never made sourdough, but I'm sure there's apple cider vinegar in it.
Ooh, I don't know that.
apple cider vinegar is good for diabetics as well.
Well, they say it was. I used to drink it faithfully every morning.
Me too.
And,
Did you have a little hot sauce in there with it?
Well, I should have, because the only thing I ever got was the same blood sugar I always did and a sore throat.
Oh.
Is about the only thing I ever got.
Because that crap makes you want to throw up. from
Oh, yeah.
drinking.
I used to do it with cayenne pepper.
That's what it was. Cayenne pepper.
Okay.
Oh, that sounds good.
That does
It was like
sound
just a
good.
shot of tequila every morning.
That's what she pretended like it was anyway.
So she had this one vinegar, it's peach, and I forget what all was it, but it had peach schnapps in it and what wine, like white wine.
Peach schnapps in a very dry red wine.
Right,
So how do you do you keep the alcohol in it?
No.
Or so what do you cook it down? Or?
No, all the mothers converts all the alcohol to acetic acid, which is vinegar.
See,
Okay.
that's why it's right up my alley.
Damn, I should have brought a notepad.
I'm on it. I'm picturing this in my head. I'm like, oh yeah, what can I do this with?
But the thing is you but you got to save the mothers sometime and add them to new stuff, and so how do you keep the mothers alive if you don't currently have a vinegar project going?
You keep them in some tequila.
Oh, really?
Oh wow. So you keep the alcohol and some alcohol.
You keep the mothers in tequila or vodka or whatever you want, and it keeps them growing. Feed them, give them some oxygen every now and then. And by the way, Justin, you have a supply of them.
Oh, in the bottom of that bottle.
In the bottom of the bourbon one.
Oh,
We just
yeah.
gave Jess an excuse to go buy some tequila.
Right on, right on. So, but yeah, so you make vinegars out. You did like gin and vodka and tequila and
I've done everything I can get my hands on.
And so these vinegars are good for like she was saying, like salad dressings, to marinate your stuff for
Yes.
barbecue. And see, I was thinking about, Sean was worried about killing stuff. I thought, I wonder if you could put that like along your baseboards and like
Probably.
keep
And
away ants or whatever.
Oh, and you're paying $12 a bottle as your starter alcohol, and then you're going through an 8-week process of doing all of that. No, that's what you buy the $2 1 gallon cheap stuff for.
So no top shelf liquor.
No.
I got some Woodford vinegar, baby. No
Oh,
way.
that sounds good.
Oh yeah. So we also, when we were at the Eagleshurst, and so we made our own slime.
Oh, yeah.
And so we combined. She'll be here to help me get this right. Borax, which is, by the way, laundry detergent. If you all didn't know, now the borax.
See, I did not know that was laundry detergent.
So borax is also used to kill roaches. So like if you go into another section of Home Depot, they have the same product, but it's used to kill roaches or clean your clothes, whichever section you're in.
And
we
if you have
combine it
roaches
with-
in your clothes, hey, I've seen Men in Black.
Yeah. And so we combine it with like Elmer's glue or like your standard glue. You put the whole bottle in there.
Yeah, we took a bottle of Elmer School glue, about equal amount of water, dump borax in, 3 liquids immediately become a solid.
Wow.
And you knead it like dough to get everything to combine, and then it feels like a giant boiled egg.
Wow.
That's all squishy and it makes weird noises and stuff.
So one of my favorite YouTube channels is Should I Microwave This? If you have to answer if you have to ask the question, the answer is probably no.
Right.
So we're in the middle of the kitchen. What happens if we microwave this?
Let's
Your
find out.
microwave. Let's find out.
Actually,
Paige is like,
nothing.
I'll have some fun at your expense.
Yeah. And so it got like a little more firm, but it never recovered from being microwaved. Even when it returned back to regular temperature, it was always different from the other
Oh,
slime.
no.
See,
more
you
slimy
messed
egg.
with the molecules. The microwave messed with the molecules
It messed with the electrons and the protons
and the neutrons.
and the neutron
And
dance.
You did the neutron dance with the Pointer Sisters.
Yeah.
Which made your slime become Axel Foley. I love that new Beverly Hills Cop, Axel Foley.
Oh my gosh. So we made our own slime. Now she
The
had
hell's
this other
going
stuff.
on up here?
Yeah. So also she brought for the Eagleshurst, she brought some magnetic putty. So
Ooh.
Oh, wait. I was breaking out the alcohol.
Jess thought that was her cue. Jess thought that was her cue to grab the alcohol.
it is your cue, girl. You go, girl. You get
Well,
your.
I'm just saying. She did.
I was like,
Well, I was
I'm
all
like
set
sticking
to
out my
play
hand
Bo Jennings and the Tigers' new single "Broken Angel" from Black Mesa Records.
Speaking of alcohol.
But it looks like with Jess here, I better play "Fallen Angel" from Poison.
now, okay,
Jess,
so
no, you don't. That's you. No,
Hey, Justin's not driving. He can have it.
yeah, that's Justin's glass.
okay,
She's like,
so
sure, half a bottle will do. I'm sure.
So what we're trying here, I brought this back from Jacksonville. By the way, I couldn't take it on the carry-on. I paid an additional $40 to check my suitcase just to bring this crap home.
So how much did this bottle end up costing you?
Well, okay, so the bottle was like $35. The extra check fee was $40. So yeah, so it's this. So what we're sampling is $75.
I just saw Paige's face. I don't know if that's because of the price or because of the drink.
I think it's the drink.
So
So I need to go get some milk to put in there.
some milk.
This isn't Bailey's. Jess thinks everything equals a White Russian.
I know. So what this is coffee liqueur. Now when you distill alcohol, see we're talking chemical here. When you distill alcohol, you have the mash in this water, but then you boil it and the vapor. They take the vapor off and then they reconstitute that vapor. That's why they call it distilling. You're distilling that vapor down.
Oh God.
freaking everybody out.
I'm gonna go put that in my car.
What is wrong? It's coffee flavored. It's kind of sweet.
Smells good to me.
It's coffee
I haven't
flavored
tasted
rubbing
it.
alcohol.
You want to taste something before they spill it all everywhere? And Paige even poured her glass into my glass, and I was like, "What makes you think I need any more, Miss Paige?"
Well, we are going to the Rumblers game in a little bit, so pregame starts now.
Yeah, baby.
It tastes like coffee flavored vodka.
I didn't get any coffee. I just got alcohol.
It tastes
that's
like, I got like rubbing alcohol.
Now Paige is a lightweight when she comes to
I'm an extra lightweight.
She had like one Killian's Red like last night. She was like stumbling around singing and all that. So I don't know. we got to work on them, Jessica. We got to work on.
Yeah, so you're calling me a lush?
No,
It's okay.
Justin said no.
I go to Justin's house last weekend, and like the first thing I noticed, I was like, "Oh, you guys got a new liquor cabinet." And I was thinking, Debbie, let's drink some wine over here.
Yeah.
The official drinking song of Smoking Sounds.
It's just me, Oos. It's just me, Oos.
I tried to talk my daughter into getting her little 4th grade cheerleading crew to do a cheer to this.
Did they do it?
No, she said, "Dad, please turn that down and don't embarrass me." True story.
Now I did want to. I had a reason to bring Paige on. She told us a lot about a lot of fun stuff. Slime, Mentos. By the way, what's that flavor? It's a specific Mentos, right? Blue
It's the blue wrapper in a tube.
in a tube.
Okay.
So not just any Mentos going to do, girl. It's got to be. It's
In
got
my
to be
experience.
blue. It's
I think that's the mint one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's just blue Mentos Oos.
But I cannot
It's just
believe
mint. Oos.
I can't believe you don't remember us flicking Mentos into a 2-liter.
I remember it. I don't remember who made it.
I thought it was you.
I'll take credit for it. Why not?
Okay, so as I
And it does work.
and I'm the only one who's enjoying this coffee liqueur.
Everybody has poured their glass into Justin's.
Hell yeah. This wouldn't be the first time. I'm gonna tell you what.
They're like, he won't notice.
I know. I know. I'd be on. Many was a high school party. My cup of strawberry Hill never went empty.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? The more I would drink, the more it would get full.
Justin said, "Damn, I've been drinking so much. It seems like this ain't going nowhere."
Yeah.
Little Timmy's behind him, just pouring more in his cup.
Right. So I did bring Paige to talk about a serious issue. Now we.
I didn't know we were going serious.
Yeah,
Justin.
we are. Yeah, we are.
Crap. Hold on, we gotta find serious music.
Find something serious, Oos.
Okay, I'm looking.
He's still scrolling.
Okay.
Okay. Let me talk to you.
This is as serious as we can get on Smoking Sounds.
Okay. So, Paige, we were talking about this late into the night, and we wanted to talk about the dangers of a certain chemical, and it's found everywhere. And believe me, it contributes to climate change. It has a lot to do with all the natural disasters, and it's in everything. It's almost everything you own, everything we smoke. It's in, and it's probably the most deadly chemical on the planet. So, Paige, if you could enlighten us.
I'll try to do this with a straight face.
Uh-oh.
Damn it! Okay, when you do kayfabe, you can't start out like that.
I was getting all serious. I was going to take a guess.
I was like, what is this? I'm like about to go clear out everything out of my pantry.
So, one of the most dangerous chemicals out there, and they were asking me about this last night, is dihydrogen monoxide. And
For us layman people.
exactly, what is this stuff? I mean, it's got multiple names. Hydrogen hydroxide, hydronium hydroxide, hydric acid.
Tell us what it does.
Well, it it mutates DNA. It can denature proteins. It's found in cancers. It's caustic. It's found in acid. My phone is not working.
Hold on.
It is okay. It causes death by inhalation, prolonged exposure causes severe tissue damage.
And
It's a major component of acid rain.
And it's in your humidor right now, Sean. It's in
Tobacco.
It's in tobacco.
No, it is in tobacco.
Air.
She already said it, babe.
No?
No, she hasn't.
It causes automobile brakes to fail. It's it's in hurricanes and
Water?
dog bites.
It causes hurricanes.
H2O?
H2O.
Look at me, watch. I watched the Water Boy a few times. Mama said H2O. Fine quality H2O.
Well, see, we're in this whole
I know
bit,
a guy for that.
But yeah, it's dihydrogen
Dihydrogen monoxide.
Monoxide. So that's 2 hydrogens,
Okay.
H2, and then 1 oxygen. So that's what
Okay.
that's what DH they
Well,
call
that's why I
it.
thought you already said
you
it.
used the scientific word for H2O.
Yeah. So dihydrogen monoxide, DHMO is what we're supposed to call it. Her phone went south, and then she's like, "I hope I can do this with a straight face." Like,
Yeah.
no, I see. I was going to kayfabe you, Sean. I was going to kayfabe you guys till the very end, because he was like, "How am I going to empty my pantry and everything?"
Yeah. I was like, what do I got down there? Damn water.
I know.
See, guys, that's why you need to drink Dr. Pepper, 0 sugar. Oh, wait, it probably has water in it, too.
So there's been more than one science project in which they wrote up a petition. And they took this petition around and they shared all of this dangerous information about this horrible chemical in the environment. And the city needs to ban it, and they need to clean it up and all this other stuff. And they've actually gotten
and some city
cities to approve it.
Right.
And then after the fact, they're going, do you know what you just banned? And
Yeah.
it was a science project.
Yeah, and so many city councils around I was going to say many progressive city councils have already banned this in their town. You may not possess it or sell it or control it, and all this. And yeah, it's the petition essentially bans water.
Wow.
And as I was looking up research, I just found like 2 more active petitions online to do it again.
Now, would you say those are available at change.org?
Yeah, one I found was at change.org.
Okay, so see, I thought change.org was like a serious site, like a actual giving site or whatever, but they're a bunch of Onion people now, like the
okay.
Onion. You remember the Onion?
Where it's kind of like just a joke newspaper and stuff?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. What was the other one you were talking about? Babylon or the Bee or
The
whatever?
Babylon Bee?
Yeah,
they
yeah.
just make silly posts. And,
Yeah.
But a lot of times people think that they're real. And they're like, their headlines couldn't be further from they're just jokes. They're just goofs.
Now, there is one with it. Now, the Pentagon does have a plan for a zombie outbreak.
Oh, wow.
Now that's very real. Now they actually planned for virus zombies, alien zombies, and even magic zombies.
How much time you spend on this damn site?
Okay. But now both occurred to me. Now I forgot about alien zombies. I said we should have a plan for magic zombies and or virus zombies.
I'm thinking, how much have I drank of this? Dear Jesus.
It's got Justin talking about magic zombies. What, they going to be sprinkling pixie dust on us?
Well, it comes from the voodoo stuff, and the voodoo stuff gets combined with the virus or dust from outer space or whatever.
Hold on, I got to call Debbie and take away your access to me.
But the Pentagon does have a plan for that, and I have a link that I've shared on Facebook more than once about the Pentagon's plan and how to deal with that.
It's real. It's real.
Yeah. Dude, I tell you what. See, I watched The Walking Dead, and
I feel like we're bringing it on ourselves because I think everyone wanted to make The Walking Dead a reality. Everybody's so bored in their lives. We're like,
yeah,
that'd be cool.
We need a do-over, but it's all that damn DHMO. See, if it wasn't so much DHMO, we could have something.
Or you mean H2O?
Oh well, yeah.
Justin's cut off.
See, that's what happens when you keep pouring drink in his drink.
No, I'm there with you, Justin. Oh my gosh, I've drank maybe 4 drinks. I mean, it gets easier as you keep going, and it does have a coffee flavor.
Right on, man.
Yeah.
This is the best tasting $75 I've spent in a while.
Yeah, I'm just getting your money's worth.
Hell yeah, because see, and I actually see. To me, this is better than even that. Oh, I almost spilled it. This is even better the blackened stuff.
Babe, no.
What is he doing?
I poured mine into hers. She thought it was so cute when they were doing it to you.
She's like, nah, it's just me, Oos.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah. See, to me, if you had like an ice cube with this, I think
That's
it'd
what
be
I'm
good.
saying.
Yeah,
See, what are they talking about? What are
So
they talking
okay,
about, girl?
let's ask this. Let me see. I don't
Almond
know if
milk,
let me
ice
ask Paige
cube.
because she may not know the answer to this, but when you put an ice cube in with liquor, why does it do something to it? Does it to make it where it's smoother, or because liquor does taste different when you put ice cubes in it?
It makes it colder.
So it just I wonder if it freezes the molecules or. I had
don't
one
know.
drink of that stuff, and I'm trying to be all physiological,
I don't know. I know.
philosophical. That's a sandwich, isn't it?
I do know that
We're all
some
cut off.
whiskey and bourbon drinkers say that a little bit of water makes it smoother or whatever.
It breaks apart the.
I don't think it does. I think you're right. It just
Morgan
makes
Wallen.
it colder. Which does make it smoother. It is nice.
See, look,
Straight no chaser.
You just have to keep drinking it. To me, that makes it smoother. Just keep drinking.
That is so true, Justin.
Yeah,
Because
see?
that's when it starts having that chemical reaction with your brain.
Okay, so where are we at on time?
We're good. We're at we got 40 minutes in right now.
Wow. See,
So-
okay. So we covered the most dangerous substance on the planet. By the way, I'd have a little trivia for you guys.
No.
This is kind of goes along that same line. This is what I used to ask my class when I taught Windows.
I thought you were going to say chemistry.
No. Don't worry. Where is the largest nuclear power plant located? And it's currently running.
Springfield, Illinois.
No.
That's what The Simpsons says.
Yeah, well, but they're
Oh,
Sister Jess, go.
I have
What do you
no
think?
idea.
The largest nuclear power plant that's currently running
In
are we talking
America?
about in America or the world?
in the world. This is the largest one in the whole world. You can go in.
Is it Iceland?
Nope.
What?
Nope.
China.
Paige, any idea? Largest nuclear power plant that's currently running.
I'm gonna guess Missouri.
Nope.
Chernobyl. Or what was that place at that had all that?
No, Chernobyl went down in
Chernobyl's
in the
not-
80s.
It's not running anymore.
Oh.
But-
No, yes, Chernobyl is still
Yeah,
running.
I was
it
going to say, I
really?
thought,
yeah, they only took down reactor 4.
Well,
The others
it-
are still up.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, it doesn't matter. That's a drop in the bucket. The largest one is the sun,
Oh, okay.
and it's 93 million miles away. Yet it still gets us hotter than crap, and But imagine it. That's one astronomical unit, 93 million miles.
Wow.
So, I'm such a nerd. See, I'm on a Saturday talking about astronomical units. No wonder you're a dateless wonder. But anyway, that's my little trivia. The largest running nuclear power plant in the world, and that's what it is. That's how it produces the heat and the light that we have. It runs on nuclear power.
I saw that. I think in China they were trying to manufacture like a mechanical sun, right? In case anything ever happened to the
Right,
sun.
right.
And my first thought was, well, that's cool. My second thought was, how do they test it to see if it works? Because if you crank that puppy on, you're probably going to kill a bunch of people.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's the thing. That is the thing. Well, just like in God, I'm such a nerd. Like, remember in Star Trek 2, they ran the Genesis project,
Nope.
which was
No.
Okay. So
Somebody will.
For all you Trekkies out there.
Trekkies out there, okay. So
I don't know why this came back.
So the Genesis project was to revive dead planets. Okay, it brings everything back to life, like all the ecosystem and all that. So, but unfortunately, now what they figured out was if we set this loose on a planet that's already alive, it's going to kill everything on the planet, and so they banned it. And Spock was trying to get back to it and all that. You Star Trek 2 guys, believe me, I'm just going through this. I don't want to look like a dateless wonder. So, but that's it's the same deal. If they turn on the sun in China, but they don't need to. Like when you make nuclear weapons, you don't need to turn them on, see if they work, because you know enough about that now that if you build it right and you have the right setup, you know what it's going to do if you turn it on. So they don't need to. The reason speaking of Dr. Joseph Farrell was teaching us about this in the GizaDeathStar.com. So that the reason why they keep doing nuclear tests, because when they do, people from other planets come by because they're attracted by the nuclear action going on. So that's why all those aliens showed up like in late 50s, early 50s and late 40s, because everyone was doing nuclear testing.
In Roswell?
Yes, and that's why they keep doing it, because they're trying to draw the aliens, because aliens like, what do y'all got over there? We can hear that. What do y'all got over there? And so that's because you don't need to test nuclear weapons.
Are we still talking about Star Trek too?
We're beyond that.
Oh.
We're beyond that. And my glass is almost empty, surprisingly. But anyway, Dr. Joseph Farrell from GizaDestargot.com said, that's why they keep testing. You don't need to test nuclear weapons. If you build them right, you know what they're going to do. You know they're going to work. But the only reason why they test them is they're trying to attract the other life forms in the.
Didn't Einstein help build the atomic bomb?
Einstein did. I think some of his theories were in use, but like Paige and I were talking about.
Watch Oppenheimer. That'll answer your question.
Yeah, that's what it was. Oppenheimer. Yeah.
Oppenheimer, Einstein, Eisenhower. One of those guys.
They were buddies.
That's right. And you know what? They enjoyed a good cigar.
They did. And for those of you wondering, no, this isn't the Big Bang smoking theory. This is still Smoking Sounds. Me and Justin, we were delighted to have Paige in town, and she is a chemist, and Jess was so kind to jump up here with us. So you guys are just getting a real conversation. Honestly, this is just a fun little episode.
And by the way, that blonde on Big Bang Theory looks just like Jess, in my opinion.
Maybe
Kaylee Cuoco, isn't that who that is?
I don't know if you said her name.
Maybe in my 20s. I don't know.
But
Not so much anymore.
I see the resemblance, yes.
Yeah, see? She looks just like that blonde on Big Bang Theory.
Yes.
And I look just like one of those nerds who never gets anywhere.
The Dateless Wonder.
Yeah.
That's your new wrestling name.
The Dateless Wonder. I had to give up Father Time because I got a shave.
Well, see, and I wish I hadn't forgotten my script to print it out at work, because I was going to introduce you as the master of the figure 4 leg lock. I'll save that for next time.
Yeah, believe me, they're going to be a next time. And so, anyway, now Paige's story is not. We're not quite done with it yet. So now, if you remember Kosovo and all the stuff that went on there. Now Paige has been there. You remember that earthquake in Haiti that took down everything?
2011.
Is that wasn't
2010.
Was that a tsunami?
No, it was 2010.
No, it's just an earthquake.
Okay.
So, but Paige was there. I mean, not during it, but after. She saw the aftermath of that. She's been to all those places. She's.
So you were there for work or for pleasure?
I think
work.
mission.
Okay.
Missionary work.
Cut him off.
Yeah.
No.
No, Jess, pour some Winners Cup real quick.
Yeah.
I will. I
doubt.
took that last drink. My throat is itching.
For more.
No.
It's itching for more.
No. My throat's like, what are you doing to me? It's like swallowing dog fur.
Oh, real? Dang. Okay, so guys, this is not an endorsement of this coffee liqueur that I brought from Ascension.
It's just the potency of the alcohol. It's not that it tastes bad. I like the coffee flavor.
And it smells like a cup of coffee.
Yeah. So Paige, now can you enlighten us a little bit about your time in, as they say, Kosovo, and or Haiti?
Yeah. A few years back, I had the opportunity to take a contract to go teach math and science in. The world pronounces it the country of Kosovo. They pronounce it Kosovo. So I got a chance to go there, learn some Albanian, meet some wonderful people, discovered some wonderful food. I would have brought Rocky with me, but I wasn't able to get any of that on my hands and share with you guys. Rocky is a plum liqueur that they make that is...
I like it already.
Really good.
I heard liqueur.
Her face lit up when she was talking about it.
Justin said you had me at plum.
Yeah, you had me at plum.
But yeah, it's a beautiful country. The mountains there are just awesome. If you ever get the opportunity to go there, make sure you go to the city of Paya. Go take a drive up through the Rugova Gorge. Just wonderful place to be.
And so now can you talk about Haiti and your time there after, and this is post major earthquake?
Yeah, actually, as a kid, I grew up in Haiti for quite a while. So I can hear it in your accent. I can hear that pidgin English, kind of.
Not Haiti, Missouri.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I got to grow up in the country of Haiti, learned a lot about that culture there, had a wonderful time there as well. Came back, did high school here in the U.S., And then as an adult, I got to go back, and it was right after the 2011 earthquake, or 2010 earthquake. So it was about 2011 when I went back. And this devastation was still just so extreme. But getting to see what Haiti has become versus what Haiti was, and then now it's fallen into all kinds of other messes now. And I couldn't go back there right now if I wanted to, but...
Or they wouldn't let you, or you just can't?
It's just too dangerous right now.
Yeah.
It's really
Wow.
dangerous there right now.
About the only thing I can associate with that is me and Jess. We had went to see my good friend Mike in Atlanta in 2006, and we on our way home we were going to go through New Orleans. But neither of us had ever been through New Orleans, and we drove across Lake Pontchartrain right after Hurricane Katrina, and it was crazy to see all the devastation.
22 miles, a straight water bridge.
Yes. And it was like the water was still, it felt like there was times it felt like you were driving on the water because the water was still so high. Like almost right. Do you remember that? Mm-hmm. And it was crazy. And like we went to a restaurant and you could still see the water lines on the walls.
Oh, is that right?
From how flooded they got and stuff. Yeah.
Wow.
So I got another question that I want to ask Paige. Because you met her, where did you meet Paige at?
At the MOCA conference in Springfield, Missouri. It's essentially they advocate for like blind people activities and stuff like that.
Right.
And
is that just something you're an advocate in, or have you just decided to? How did you get involved in that?
Growing up, I had very poor vision.
Okay.
Now I have wonderful vision because of LASIK. I bought it.
Can I buy some?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, if there were a way, absolutely. I wish I could. But no, having an understanding of what lower vision is and how it impacts you in everything that way, and knowing how close I came to full vision loss when I met Debbie Saunders, who leads MLV, My Limitless Vision Foundation. We're out of Carthage, Missouri. She is losing her vision to glaucoma, and her she's not quite retired yet. And I just really made a connection with her, and she's doing all this work, and I'm like, I get this, and I know how important it is. So having had the opportunity to have everything that's been given to me, to still have the ability to drive, to still have everything I do, it's an attitude to pay it forward.
Yeah.
Of how do I take everything that's been given to me, because I can't pay it back. I can't say thank you. But as you meet other people who they have, it might be a small need, it might be whatever it is, just pay back a little piece, and that's what matters.
There might be blind guys with vision problems who drink too much.
Hey, listen, I've been hanging out with Justin for a long time, and I've got to admit, I'm not proud of myself to admit this, but there'll be times me and him will be, like we went to the cigar shop and a couple other places. I forget that he's visually
I do too, because he's so independent.
I'll just forget, and then next thing I know, he's tripped over a curb or something, and I'm like, then I feel horrible about myself. I'm like, damn it, Sean, you know he can't see that.
I'm carrying a cane most of the time. I mean,
Yeah,
come
but
on.
still,
What does it take?
I mean, so I think it's absolutely wonderful what you're doing, but it's because I know Justin so well. It's like I most of the time forget that he has vision problems,
And he doesn't, and he's not like complaining ever, or like,
Right.
oh my, he's just like, this is, I think one time I heard you like, it just sucks to not be able to drive, you know?
Well, yesterday Debbie sent him and I to the grocery store, and as we're walking in, he's like, oh, right. I just start walking toward the door, and he just starts walking the other direction. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. I need to tell him which door it is.
Yeah, she headed to the left. I headed, or to the right. I headed to the left, and I was about to go like into the AT&T store, as opposed to Collins Midtown Liquor. But she's like, no, it's over here, dude. It's over here. So yeah, and so we were at the MOCA conference, that conference in Springfield, and
is that the one with the grilling that you went to?
Yeah, had the blind griller dude.
Yeah,
and so Kara just walked up and started talking to us. I'm like, and then.
Well, she did mention a bar that you were like the one who was like. Justin was
Paige.
the ringleader, from what I understand.
Well, Paige walked up to us, as I meant to say, and it started talking to us, and then of course I saw her later after the conference, at the bar.
I'm like, the story I heard was a bit different.
Yeah.
Okay, what did
Justin
you hear?
was basically the ringleader.
You were down there,
getting
Justin.
everybody to the bar.
Justin said, "What did you hear?" He was down there.
So Justin is the first bad example because he got an entire group of us at the bar. Now, there's only 2 people who are sighted at the bar. I am one of them. I have totally forgotten. I'm not even realizing that, none of them can see. So it's like, hey, let's order old fashioned. So I see Woodford Reserve up there on the very top shelf, and I'm like, that's a good whiskey. So I just order mine with Woodford Reserve. I forget to mention or say to anybody, by the way, this is top shelf liquor.
Listen to this.
So I order mine. I'm fine. I didn't even finish it. Justin finished mine, by the way.
Just me, Oos.
It's just me, Oos.
In the meantime, everybody else orders 2, 3, 4 of these things. I don't know how much.
Yeah.
Then they get the bill, and that's when we discovered they were $20 a piece.
A drink.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, and nobody could see their bill either, right?
No, not till
they
the
all had
end.
to hear.
And nobody saw that the
A page was stumbling around and going, here's your bill. Here's what it says. All right. I say, what this say, girl? What this say?
And I'm the only one who keeps watching the bartender step up on her stool to reach the very top shelf to keep making these. And I never said a word about the cost of them.
See how she does? She's like, ha ha.
So I'm like, who was the bad influence?
So I actually had to text my wife and said, look, there's been an incident. There's been an incident at the bar. Look, there's been
Let me tell you how it is.
Let me talk to you.
Let me talk to
Look,
you.
listen, things were done, things were ordered, stuff was drank. You know what? And I am sorry that things were ordered, stuff was done at the bar.
But it's Paige's fault.
But it's all Paige's fault.
Yeah. It's funny because y'all were telling that story when I walked in from my horrible experience getting pizza at a local pizza establishment.
Oh, here we go.
Where, look, I'm firing these guys, right? Like I used to order
No,
from
he's
there.
not.
Well, probably not, but I'd show up, man, and they took good care of me. They'd say, "Hey, Sean's here. Move his order to the
But
front
he's
of the
failing
line."
to mention there's an older woman that has a crush on him.
She's like,
Well,
And that likes to move him to the front of the
moved-
orders.
I just thought we ordered so much pizza from there. They appreciated our
Wait,
business.
I'm sure that's what it was.
So anyway,
I'm sure
I
that's
walk
what it was.
in. There's a guy, looks like he's just got through snorting 14 lines of amphetamines. We'll use the chemical.
Some
name.
chemicals.
Yeah, some chemicals. He's leaning back so far, I thought he was going to do a matrix dance trying to see how much I owed him. And he has this big old bump on his head where it looks like he just got into I thought maybe there's some folding chairs and some sticks that we were about to have a WWE match or something. And then I'm waiting. Another worker comes in, her and another, they're sitting there yelling and screaming cuss words at each other. And I thought I was at like a bar in West Tulsa or something.
Right on.
Oh, babe, I don't
That
think it
story
was
is
that
much funnier
bad. I think
whenever
what happened is Sean, we waited to the last minute to order the pizza. Sean was in a rush. He was used to getting babied by his little sugar mama up there.
Why you got to take up for him? See, what had happened was I had a free discount coupon for some.
That's it. I got a coupon, woman. I got a coupon.
I was couponing.
I was couponing.
And
This is true. Like,
Damn.
Sean is like the dad order of pizza because
just call me the HOA president.
when he's at work, he works at a facility for with teenagers. And so they always have Sean order the pizzas because he knows all the discounts and the coupons. He can get the
That's because I'm a fat kid and I like to eat.
It's funny. He's like, and Sean, his sugar mama wasn't there, so he wasn't used to being. He's like, I'm not used to being treated this way, like an ordinary customer.
I mean, it took as
Where's
long
my
as it
VIP
takes to order a
status?
pizza. It didn't take any longer.
She don't know.
I do know. I mean, babe, I was at home. Yeah.
See, I was gonna say, man, I got 2 words for you: Little Caesars.
They don't make the Bigfoot pizza anymore.
Well, that's true, but they do have the crazy bread and the crazy sauce. Bomb diggity.
Ooh, yeah, that does sound
bomb
good.
diggity.
All right, so what else do we want to do, Justin? We kind of let's start wrapping this up. What else?
I was all excited. I was going to ask about how do you
What
make.
to ask?
Okay, go
Well, I
ahead.
think I already
You sit
kind of
there for
did.
50 minutes.
Okay, so
Ask, babe.
Well, we didn't prep her. So then now I feel bad. Like, I was like talking about home, I feel like a lot of people now are going to the more organic and wanting clean ways to clean our home. Do you have any tips for us that want to get rid of chemicals or no?
Yeah, chemist.
In my house, I just use vinegar and baking soda. Maybe every 6 months, I use a little bleach in the bathroom.
Okay. See,
That's it.
vinegar is where it's at.
seeds, and then
You can brush your teeth with baking soda, right?
You can if you want to. It tastes nasty.
Well, no, I did it for like a year.
I
just
wasn't
have
going to say that.
bowl with baking soda.
Why did you do that for a year?
I was
What
crunchy for like 2.5 years.
I don't have a crunching sound effect, but you can imagine she was crunching.
And I miss it. I
call
prefer
it-
being crunchy, but with Sean, it's really hard.
I just start calling you the captain. You know what I'm saying? The captain, like Captain Crunch.
Oh, yes.
See, man, you know, Dateless Wonder right here. So, Dawn and what'd you say? Vinegar.
Vinegar to kill weeds.
Now,
kill
is
weeds.
that just you're playing white vinegar from the crap at the store?
Yes, bottom shelf white vinegar. Don't pay a whole lot for it.
See, I'm all about the bottom shelf.
You can clean
Believe
your
me.
whole house with that, with vinegar. Right? I mean, you can basically clean your
Yeah,
whole
and
house.
sometimes if I want to make it smell better, I add some essential oil to it.
Oh, see, she stole my line. I was just about to say, I think you can add some essential oils to make it smell better. See, your house don't
So
smell
what do you want
like...
to add, like lavender or what?
No,
What do you
not
add?
lavender.
Lavender,
Jess is allergic.
eucalyptus, sage, rosemary, thyme, cedar, whatever you got.
Ooh, I
That's a
bet
good
Cedar.
I'm
was-
allergic to all these essential oils.
Are you? I didn't know that.
Well, when we've diffused them, yes.
Okay, so Sean, I was going to give you that big bottle of cedar oil for Christmas so you can keep the house clean and smell like a humidor. But no. Yeah, okay, so I have to think of something else now.
You can still do that.
Well, so all right, so
She's not allergic to the cedar oil.
Oh, really?
I don't know, but we're gonna go with that.
Okay, so yeah. Before we get out of here, we're kind of going to wrap this up. So Paige, so now, do you have any like websites or causes you want to? We always let people plug their stuff here. Particularly, I know you have some a charitable cause like .org type situation you want to plug. We definitely want to give you a chance to do that.
The main one I'm working with right now, like I said, is MLVFoundation.org.
And what is that again?
MyLimitlessVisionFoundation.org.
Okay, but well, hold on. So the address is mlv.org.
MLV Foundation, FOUNDA.
She's breaking it down for us.
Oh,
She's really breaking it down for us.
Yeah, .org, I believe it is. .org
Okay.
or .com. Anyway, but yeah, we've got an adaptive sports field. We've just put in a new building that's going to be the Orbit Training Center.
Beeper Baseball.
Woo!
So, hey, every now and then we're going to have blind beat baseball. So if you ever want to come play baseball with blinders, we will come. We'll walk you through the entire thing, teach you how. We will make sure you don't get hurt too bad.
We're going to be doing that tonight. That we just called a Tulsa Rumblers baseball game.
That reminds me. So I don't want people to miss this. So MLVFoundation.org. So I want you to tell, you have an experience with Albert. Is it Albert Pujols?
Oh, yeah.
Something's about to happen to the microphones. Oh,
Okay,
no.
but you guys are going to love.
Go
this.
ahead.
You guys are going to love this. Remember, actually, I want to preface this by saying Paige drives. You know, she can see like sunsets and stars and stuff like that, which I can't do. But she was at a Cardinals game. Is that right?
I was at a Cardinals baseball game, and we'd gotten free tickets to the bleacher seats just opposite of.
Opposite.
Right. See, I told you she's from Illinois.
I love it.
Jess is from Illinois as well.
We already had this discussion.
So
Where was I at? Oh,
I
yeah.
talk straight Okie
Pizza
now, though.
place.
I talk I talk Okier than you now. That's horrible.
I'm not sure that's a word.
All right,
Okier.
all right Paigey, go.
Okay, so we're in the bleacher seats. We're opposite a home plate, and I don't know how.
I'm sorry.
I don't know how far away it is. So anyway, he's way out there, but just straight line
Who
in
is?
front of me. Pujols. He's up to bat.
Okay.
And I'm not thinking anything of it. I'm not paying attention to the game. That's not why I'm there. I'm there just to enjoy my time and observe the crowd and have fun that way.
The drunks.
So he hits the ball, and this guy who I have no clue who he is, he's sitting beside me, and he's getting upset and more upset, and he's just getting. And all of a sudden he jumps on top of me, shoves me down into the bleachers, and the guy behind me catches the ball, and he goes, "Why didn't you get up? Or why didn't you get down? Why didn't you move? Why didn't you react to the fact a ball is flying straight for your chest?" And I'm like, "I didn't see it. Thank you." And he prevented Pujols' ball from impacting my chest at 100 miles an hour.
I'm glad you corrected that. That would have been a much different statement.
I was gonna say, reels, here we come, baby. I was all about it.
So I have no clue who the guy was. It was one of those situations of, I'm thankful he reacted, and
I thought he was being super aggressive because he wanted to catch the ball.
Yeah,
so
I
I'm
thought- yeah,
thankful
I
this was a different story.
No.
I was waiting. Yeah, I was waiting to hear that you caught a foul ball that he really wanted, not that
No,
Albert Pujols' ball.
No, instead of
ball
catching
was
the
hit you in
ball,
chest.
which he had the ability to do, he dropped his mitt and jumped down on top of me so that I would not get hit.
wow.
That's all. So that was a good Samaritan right there.
Yeah. But that was hit by Pujols, and you wouldn't think. See, because I was like, wait a minute, you didn't see that ball coming at you at 90 miles an hour or whatever it was.
Well, it's easy to get lost because me and Jess, cousin Christy or Aunt Christy, whatever you want to call her, she got me and Jess and her tickets to go to a Cubs Cardinals game up there.
I'm straight calling her Aunt Christy from now on.
And,
Love it.
And I had this whole experience in my head. Like I had this expectation that I was just going to be getting like beer thrown at me and middle fingers and all this
Oh,
stuff.
he's failing to mention that we were in Cubs gear in the middle of St. Louis.
See how she just
Oh,
went,
that's taking your life into your own hands.
she tried to pull in front of me. So I was decked out in Cubs gear, and but I actually had a really good experience. I had a real bad experience in Missouri with Cardinals fans, but it wasn't at the game.
Oh, I'm not a Cardinals fan. I'm a Cubs fan.
Oh, see,
What? Wow, that surprises
but
me.
we were at a restaurant, and they first weren't. They came up, served Jess, pretended like I wasn't even there. Like,
Really? Wow.
Yeah, because we had just got off the train from Chicago, so I had a bunch of Chicago Cubs stuff on. These guys acted like I didn't even exist, and then
They told us they were gonna spit in our
They told me
food.
they were going to spit in my food. Like whatever you ordered, we're spitting in it.
And
Like,
then the whole restaurant was empty.
Yeah,
That they
literally.
sent me and Sean at this 2-person table,
very-
like in a little booth.
at the very back of the restaurant. We were so far in the back.
I was 6 months pregnant, and I'm like, can I have
The
some
restroom was literally right next to our table. That's how far back in the restaurant we were. And then finally, a waitress came up and she was like, "I'm going to move you to my section," and she was nice enough, but I couldn't stay there because
They're harassing Sean, and then he
it was
left.
the point
and-
where I was about to have to get into fisticuffs with a couple of Cardinals fans.
so I was like, we're leaving.
My gosh.
Yeah.
Wow. I can't
And that
believe
was
they
not
take
even at the
baseball so
game.
seriously.
That was at some.
That wasn't even. That was
at
in
some
Illinois.
That was at some B movie steakhouse, and
Don't say it. Don't say it.
all right.
So see, all I have to say is go Royals.
Hey,
Go Royals.
they just beat the Cubs last night.
Yeah, they did.
Who didn't beat the Cubs, babe?
Probably for the first time this year. I heard that. No, I had to finish it, but I heard it. Right on, man. So
Who doesn't beat the? Well, that's a pretty true statement. But,
So,
hey, Bobby Witt Jr. He's a real deal, man.
So, see, we're getting a little baseball talk. See, for once, we're not talking about wrestling, much to Paige's consternation, but still.
Her what?
That's when she turns our
consternation.
episodes off.
I looked at Debbie last night and I'm like, what time is WWE or whatever it's called? SmackDown, thank you. And she's like, it's at 7 o'clock. And I'm going, Kohl's closes at 10. And she goes, let's go.
But I want you to know, I had one of my first cookouts last night. We cooked burgers and dogs on my new grill I've been talking about.
And how'd that turn out?
Well, it turned out pretty good. I had to kind of get the hang of the meat thermometer because every time I'd stick it in the center, it'd say 82, and they were like hockey pucks.
Oh.
82. But the wagon master came over and he said, look, you got to go in kind of at an angle. And then I was getting better readings and got them all off there. But the dogs and the links turned out good. Now, Paige is a real good girl. She likes the super hot and spicy like I do. She will tell you that if a pepper doesn't burn your eardrums, it's just keeping you warm. Or something like that. What do you say?
Wow.
If your food does not make your eardrums go numb, it's not warm enough.
It's not good.
Dang.
See, I'm an extra mild.
I
salty
love
type of guy.
spicy, but
Now remember, so speaking of chemistry, just a reminder that the same part of your brain that responds to really, really spicy food is the same part that will respond if you are into S&M. So, just
The Metallic album?
Paige is even looking at you like you're crazy on this one.
check it out. Google it. Anyway, so the cookout. So I want you to know, guys, I actually cooked burgers and dogs for the crew and missed
How did we go
SmackDown.
from S&M right back to...
It's smoking sound.
It's smoking sound.
It's smoking sound, baby.
We never miss a beat.
Or a draw. Yeah.
We're done.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so the final verdict on the coffee liqueur that I bought from is that called is Ascension distillery? Do you have the bottle handy?
Manifest.
Manifest. I knew something like that.
It's
Dang.
Single Origin Coffee Project, coffee liqueur.
It cost me a total of $75 to bring it back to Tulsa. I think.
I may have seen the problem. Notes, Guatemala. I'm just saying that's what it says.
Well, that's what kind of coffee was used in the distilling
okay.
process. So guys, honestly, I'm sorry, Manifest, but this one gets the big Smoking Sounds thumbs down. Even though I'll probably have to finish it, just to be nice.
No, I finished my cup.
Okay, so Jessica at least finished theirs.
I could handle this but it have to have some milk or something.
She, well, I think with you, everything becomes Bailey's.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I tell you what, I gave her some Bailey's for Christmas, and that bottle was gone within an hour.
I know she popped open a White Claw the other night and she said, "Hand me the milk." I said, no, Jess, not with that. No, I'm just kidding.
Now, also, for that night, we got some Smirnoff Ice raspberry. I don't know if you've ever had that, but that got the big thumbs up with the ladies in the crowd. And I can't get Paige or Debbie to get Yingling traditional lager, but I'm working on it.
Red.
Killian's Red, though. So now that gets the Page Turner a seal of approval. Killian's Red. Find it at your local liquor store. Even if you don't smoke, you're still going to like it.
That's right.
So that's what I have for now. Look for me on Facebook, Justin Eagle, and don't be like some of Sean's family members who put 39 photos of somebody's birthday party on her post. 39 photos.
That wasn't me.
No, it wasn't.
It was Lacey.
It was Lacey.
Yeah.
So, by the way, happy birthday, Lacey. It's coming up for you.
This episode will be
I'm
releasing
thankful.
on her birthday.
Yeah, for all of her pictures that she takes, because I don't take any of my kids or videos hardly, so.
But 39 of them?
Well,
I mean, it's the same one. Like, here's a holding his plate this way. Here's a holding his plate this way. Now he has a fork. Now he doesn't have a fork.
So
He's
Justin has to go through and listen to his screen reader, read to him each one.
Oh, is that what happens?
Photo 2, photo 3, photo 4.
And does it
photo
describe
5.
to you what it is?
It sometimes it tries. It'll say small child holding fork, small child holding plate, small child eating cake, small child eating nothing, or whatever.
Okay, understood.
That's awesome.
So I was like, Lacey, I'm gonna get you for this. I really am.
You'll have to tell her tonight at the Rumblers game.
Well, I have an early birthday present for her that I purchased long ago. I saw it and I said, "Oh, that is Lacey all over."
All right. Well,
all right, so MLVFoundation.org for Miss Page. Jessica, you got anything you want to plug today, like Red Fork Productions or whatever?
Deep Fork Productions. It's deepforkproductions.com.
Okay, thank you.
That's who I work for.
nothing against Red Fork, but we like Deep Fork better.
Your hunting and fishing outdoor video.
Sorry about that.
But that's it. Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mama.
Oh,
right,
man.
Sean, go ahead.
Well, hey, listen, follow us at Smoking Sounds Pod. Thank you to Jess and Paige for joining us on this episode.
Yep.
But that's going to be a wrap. Make sure you follow us, like and subscribe. Hey, leave us a review. That helps us get out to more people, helps them find the podcast. Hey, I appreciate all the great feedback. Was going to announce a winner for our cigar poker chip and sticker contest, and I forgot, so we will announce that on our social media pages.
Yep. Look for us on Instagram and Facebook.
And I had that all prepared, and I forgot because I just got so excited about this episode, and when Jess said she wanted to be on, I just completely forgot about doing that. So
that's all right.
So make sure you're liking and subscribing, leaving reviews. Again, that's how we get other people to find us. So until next time, make sure you keep those cigars lit and those sounds smoking.
Bye.